Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to this week's Sup Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. Remember back when we did the GV's grab bag sort of thing, and yeah, we tried all sorts of different meats and foods from around the world and all that sort of stuff? Well, I said no to a lot of those guys. I was like, okay, I'm done doing that. I want to take my channel in a different direction. But far after that ended, Carnivore Club reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to do another box? And I was like, you know what? Why not? I just got this new camera. Let's check out Carnivore Club. So we are gonna be, for this Sup Saturdays, doing a Carnivore Club sort of review. We've done this in the past if you want to check out the, I think it's called GV's Grab Bag playlist on this channel. This is not a sponsored video. I'm gonna give my true opinions, and if you guys want to get this at the end or whatever you would like, there will be a link in the description below to Carnivore Club's website. This is a subscription box service. If you're unfamiliar, basically you spend a certain amount of money per month. I think Carnivore Club might be bi-monthly or something, I don't remember, but check it out on their website, and then you get basically like a Christmas present every month. They just send you these boxes that are like surprises and have random stuff inside. But in this case, Carnivore Club obviously is geared towards carnivores, who I identify as a carnivore. Now, as some or a lot of you may know, I count my calories currently. I've lost about 10 pounds doing that over the past month or two. I'm horrible with time periods. So this is gonna be a little bit tricky, but luckily for us, they did include the nutrition facts on all of these sausages. So I'm just gonna try to weigh, cuts of meat out and figure out, exactly how much I'm eating. This one, for instance, is 1 ounce. 28 grams equals 100 calories. So yeah, sausages are horrendous when it comes to calories and fat from those calories, but we know this for the most part. So let me go grab my food scale, my knife, my cutting board, and we'll do this the right way. Alrighty, I've got my knife. Pretty standard knife. I've got my food scale. This thing weighs stuff in grams and also ounces. And I've got my cutting board. We are all ready. Now, with all of this stuff, let me place this over here. With this box, I kind of ruined the surprise a little bit, but we get 4 sausages, it looks like. Now let's tally up how much an ounce would be for each of these. So we have duck saucisson. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I'm going to assume it's saucisson, and I'm going to keep calling it saucisson. So this is duck sausage, apparently. Duck saucisson dried sausage, and it is 100 calories for 1 ounce. So if we try 1 ounce of this, that's 100 calories. Next we have wild boar saucisson dried sausage, meat from feral swine. That is actually what it says there, meat from feral swine, which just sounds really descriptive. This is 120 calories for an ounce. 56 grams, wait, what? 1 ounce, it says 56 grams, and this says 1 ounce, 28 grams. 1 ounce should be 28 if I'm right. Is this wrong? Servings per container, 6, servings per container, 6. Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, this is just a typo because it should be 28 grams. Okay, so that's like 220 grams so far. Next we got a big boy over here, a big boy sausage. This one, we'll take a look at it, is Imperial ready to eat, listo per comer, sopressata, the flavor of tradition. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the card to figure out what that one is. And this one is 1 ounce, 28 grams, 110 calories, so that would be 330 thus far, if I'm counting correctly. And the last one is traditional le saucisson sec, dry sausage, which would be traditional, would be pork sausage. This is 1 ounce equals 120. And there we go there. So we have 2 120s coming in at 240, plus a 110, so 350, and then another, what was it? I've got so much sausages all around me. It's like a sausage party. Yeah, 100, 120, so 220, 330, and then 450. So 450 calories total for 4 ounces of sausage. All right, so I actually have a better idea. Why don't we cut all of that in half so I'm consuming half the calories, because as much as I would like a big amount of my day's calories to be just trying sausage, I don't want that to happen. So yeah, if we cut everything into about half, this one right here is about 15 grams, and half of 28 obviously is 14, so we can say that this is about let me see here, about 55 calories, this little piece of sausage here. Now I'm going to read you guys the description. This is that big one, the Imperial sausage here. So, this month's Artisan, Imperial Chorizo. Imperial Chorizo is an American company based in Gloversville, New York. Is it focusing on this? Gloversville, New York, at the foot of the Adirondack Mountains. They utilize the ancient recipes, expertise, and heart from traditional Spain to make some of the best Spanish cured meats found this side of the Atlantic Ocean. Their state-of-the-art facility makes all sorts of Spanish-style cured meats, taking hundreds of years of Spanish tradition and combining it with American innovation, inspiration, and ambition. So this is some chorizo. Let's give it a taste. Oh man, that is very dry with a predominant taste of fat. And I've talked about this before. I hate fat. I hate the taste of fat. I'm not that big of a fan of sausage, so if I am gonna eat some sausage, it has to have way more flavor as opposed to just, the flavor of the sausage has to completely overpower the fat. Not completely, but just mostly. And yeah, this is an extremely dry sausage, an extremely dry chorizo with the predominant flavor of fat. Not a fan, but if you do like that fat taste, you'll probably really like this. Along with most sausage I don't like, if you let that, there's always like two flavors that come in really strong. The first one and then the aftertaste. With most sausage that I haven't been a fan of, if you just wait a little bit, it always kind of ends up tasting good. And yes, there's gonna be tons of jokes that you guys can make about talking about sausages and tasting good, but we're above that. We are adults here, so yeah. If you wait a little bit, it does taste good, at least for this one, but first flavor is predominantly fat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have some duck salami. This unique salami uses a handmade saucisson sec style medium with a traditional Spanish recipe, dry cured without any nitrates or nitrites. This savory duck salami has a smooth, dense texture with hints of warm quatre épices or épices, a spice combination that goes well with duck, served with fresh figs, grapes, or melon. Oh, you know what? We're just out of fresh figs, grapes, and melon. I tried that joke at first, but now I just realized grapes and melon are not that uncommon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last time I tried duck, it was through the Carnivore Club, and I was not a fan. It was the first time that I tried duck. I had always heard of duck confit, a really delicious, apparently, dish, and I just don't think I'm a fan of duck, again, because the fat flavor is just so prevalent. But let's try this one out. I am a fan of salami. Oh my God, that is amazing. That is really, really, really good. Wow, that is so flavorful, it's unbelievable. So imagine the normal salami taste if you just go and get some Genoa salami, but there's much more of a darker flavor to it, a much more, almost bitter, very, very slightly bitter. I guess it's the spices they were talking about that I had not heard of. Warm quatre épices or épices, I don't know how to say that, but a spice combination that goes well with duck. Absolutely delicious. The dense texture was correct, very dense and very almost coarse. It was really, really, really good. I like that one a lot. It tastes like salami, but even better. The duck flavor enhances the normal flavor of salami. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next up is the one that where are you going, Focus? Right here, right here. You just gotta stay here. The one that I'm most interested in, wild boar salami. The earthy taste of wild boar is always enjoyable when handled with care. This salami really highlights the unique flavor of the meat, allowing you to enjoy it without any fancy nourishes or added ingredients that would otherwise distract from the primal caveman experience of enjoying some good boar. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Oh boy, I don't like that one. No, that one is definitely, without a doubt, earthy. They nailed it with that description. It tastes almost similar to the duck salami, but the duck salami is more flavorful, and I've always liked salami way more than sausage, so this may just be my preference, but completely way more earthy than the duck was. Where the duck was flavorful, the wild boar is really gritty, and yes, I hate to just sound repetitive, but earthy is the absolute best way to describe it. Not a fan. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this big giant sausage that we started out with, when I gave the description for that, I was actually giving the description for the artisan that made all of these sausages. So the actual description of that one was This dry sausage is one of Imperial Chorizo's more popular items with good reason, made from coarsely ground premium pork flavored with all natural spices and then hung to dry. The sopressata is a treat to be shared with family and friends. So that was the first one we tried. This one, that's looking pretty gosh darn good, is the saucisson sec, an old recipe from Extremadura. This saucisson mixes wine, garlic, and black pepper with some select marbled pork cuts to attain a subtle flavor. Cured for 5 weeks without any added artificial ingredients. Add this saucisson to any sandwich with grated fresh tomatoes and extra virgin olive oil on a toasted baguette, which sounds delicious. But let's try it out. Oh my god, that is so delicious. This is the one that we just tried. The garlic is so incredibly prevalent with that one. As soon as I tasted it, I tasted that garlic. It comes through and through. Man, that was delicious. It says that wine was mixed in there as well. There is a tiny little bit of wine that you can taste. And what was the other ingredient? Black pepper. I'm not a fan of black pepper. I do taste it a little bit, but it's not one of the main ingredients that just really comes out on the top. So I'm happy about that. That is my favorite without a doubt. So it goes the traditional saucisson sec, and then I like the duck sausage, the duck saucisson, and then I like the sopressata right there. And last, the one that I really can't stand is the boar, the wild boar. That one is not good to me. So that was all of this. I got this one a little bit late, so I'm not sure if it was this month's or last month's or when, but that was this version of Carnivore Club, and I gotta say, pretty delicious. I will definitely eat all of these meats, but it's gonna take a long time because this stuff is clearly very, very calorie dense. That's it for this week's Sup Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching me try out Carnivore Club. Again, if you guys would like to get your own, there is a link in the description below. I would say that this is worth it. Again, they sent this to me. I don't know what the price is, but if you want really high quality meats, especially this last one, they tasted super duper high quality, and for fancy to-dos that like to eat their meats with a bit of spice and a bit of variety and a bit of carnivore-ality, which is not a word, but either way, if you guys would like to try this out for yourself, definitely check out the link below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Sup Saturdays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.